IEEE. This is an organization founded way back in 1884 in United States of America. Later, it went into many changes, merged with other organizations, and finally formed as a global organization in 1962. It is a non-profit organization and it reached to every city in India, even into the Tier 2 cities and even into every engineering college. Every engineering college graduate, especially who is undertaking ECE, EEE and CSE courses, are very well aware of probably only one global organization called IEEE. Let's know more about that from IEEE Chairman Dr. Sudarshan Jayapal. Dr. Sudarshan, very happy to have you, sir. We are very fortunate to have you.
Thank you, sir. Thanks for having me over here.
First of all, please tell me what exactly is the motto of the IEEE, sir.
So the IEEE's main motto is to advance humanity. That is, we are giving the technologies where we can advance humanity and ensuring that the technology is reaching everybody in the corner of milestone, Tier 1, Tier 2, tribal, all the places the technology should be enjoyed. That is the motive. The purpose of any technology is not only to make more and more innovative technology. You should enjoy the technology and you should get benefited. Like for examples, we have prosthetic arms.
Okay.
Now prosthetic arms have become more with the AI.
Okay.
So automatically it can able to grasp it. So previously in the COVID you could have seen lots of robots suddenly came out.
Yes.
People are doing and putting up in the hospitals and we are doing it up.
Yes.
And now education is getting into e-healthcare. Healthcare, education, everything is being combined into one such device. And we call it as a telehealthcare kiosk, which has been put up in tribal areas to set up. So the last mile person should know how to use the technology to benefit himself. We are able to utilize and we are able to make our lives more and more better rather than keep on inventing and all those things. We need to ensure that the invention makes meaningful contribution to the society and advancement in the research. So we have two platforms, one is development and one is research. So development means we start making the products, and in the research we try to create new technologies, more disruptive technologies like blockchain, all such kind of disruptive technologies, electric vehicles. Now we are changing the batteries, fuel cells. So R&D is also important. At the same time, development into a product which is being used to ensure that all the livelihoods. Before COVID, all those things like we were not able to carry changes. Now you see Paytm, Phone Pay, lots of technologies has come inside, which helps the payment easy. Even a vendor, even the street side person who is selling in the cart, he is also having Phone Pay. So the changes and all those things, this is what we call it as advancing humanity. So when it comes to IEEE, we started as an electrical engineers, but we are completely interdisciplinary. We include all the branches discipline because we call it only three: soil, oil and coil.
Okay.
Soil is for civil engineering, oil is for electrical engineering,
Okay.
and coil is for mechanical engineering. So from electrical engineering, the subderivatives is electronics, then the electronic subderivatives is computer science. So computer science subderivative you call AI, ML and all those things. So electrical engineering, when people say no, it belongs to electrical department. No, it doesn't work. It is not like that. That's a major misconception going on. IEEE stands for all. Our entire motive is to ensure that technology is reaching everybody and we are making a meaningful contribution to society. So how do we do this? We create a platform where the networks of students will come and contributors from professional engineers will come, industrial leaders will come. So they will come, they will share their ideas, we will conduct lots of conferences, we will conduct lots of events where exchange of ideas actually happens. And for a right person who is working in the field, you may need a support. He may find a professional who is already working in that field. He will immediately extend his help. Okay. So thereby we ensure that the right kind of mentor and the right kind of object, whatever the needs, is to be delivered. So IEEE conducts so much events in which people can participate and get them as a networking and the platform where they can do it.
So nowadays, in the era of social media, conducting all these seminars, inter colleges, and all this are to some extent okay. We can understand. But as far as I know, this particular IEEE has started the student chapter way back in 90s when even mobile phone was not there. So how was it possible then? And now when everything is easy, yes, what are the changes that you have seen from your student era to now after becoming the chairman?
Sir, we we are having something called as V tools now. So it was a digital version. The reason for student branches like student chapter, we call it a student branch chapters. The reason for that is we need to ensure that the network and the student is the ultimate person who is going to be in the industry tomorrow. So we need to guide and ensure that the proper professional help is coming, it's sustaining, and the next version what's upcoming. So all the three we should see the future. So we will put up a student branch which will be in all the colleges, and that will be supported by IEEE this thing. So initially the communication was little difficult, as you said, but now we have V tools. So if for example you can go to the V tools and you can search events, in that you will know where are the events going on. So this is one such operation of IEEE. Okay. Apart from that, we have lots of standardizations. IEEE standards, IEEE site, we have IEEE moles. So we have so much of things which is going on parallelly. Site is nothing but which is improving the social schemes and everything we'll be working on. We have disaster management also. Okay. So it's basically professionals. You need any help, the professionals you get networked, linked, they will come and help you up. That's how the platform is being put up.
Dr. Sudarshan, you are the chairman of a particular wing called automation and robotics.
Robotics and automation.
But what is the main motto of having different wings in IEEE?
So we call this as a technical societies. In IEEE we have a main this thing we call societies like computer science, okay, then power electronics society, then robotics and automation society. The reason is the amount of research is required to be put up so extensive, and we have development needs to be put up in each and every frontier, like how I said, from soil, from oil, how we got electronics and all those things. Here also we have so much of development upcoming. So there should be a separate division being put up. And you will not believe in robotics, and entire IEEE is having 39 societies. Out of 39 societies, robotics alone is having 43 top chapters. Okay. That is what we call councils. That is unmanned robotics, aerial robotics, underwater robotics, okay, and then humanoid robotics, healthcare robotics, okay, assistive robotics. So we have disaster management robotics. So we have almost like 40 divisions of robotics specialization. And because the amount of time which everybody can contribute is going to be limited. So we need to ensure the specific area is also getting broadened, and in-depth research is being taken out and carried out, and that research output is being developed into the product. So it's basically a complete platform which is going to be sharing and everything. So we don't only stop with students. Okay. Now you call IEEE 802.11, that is the Wi-Fi which you are using, the standardization. We set the standards of communication, international standards and all those things. It's basically a platform where you find out the right person to ensure the right job and everything is getting done. Because
robotics means since my younger days and even probably now, one country name is mostly heard is Japan. Yeah. Nowadays, after Japan, China is also different technologies it is being implemented. How do you see, what is the place of India now, and how do you see in the future?
See, there should be always a need. We call it as necessity is the mother of invention, right? So when you see the population of Japan, the population of Japan, they have aging population. Okay. The younger generation is not there. Okay. And second thing is the amount of the land in which they were able to work is not proper. Even though Japan is there, almost like only 25% of their land is this thing. This led them to ensure we need to have some technology. So they started thinking ahead of time. So they started inventing the things and ensuring that's happening. So when it comes to the India, China, right now that's become an industrial hub. So Japan may be the smallest country, but it's having the second largest robotics population. There are more number of robots in Japan. First is China, second is Japan, and then comes United States, then the Germany, and we have countries. So why those kind of countries means they are the climate zone. So for example, in the Europe zone, you have complete extreme weathers. Because of the extreme weathers, again you need a dependency. You cannot work in the winter time. You need to ensure the security and everything is being maintained if I am coming. Cold and all those things should not be there. At the same time, when I am putting money in the factory, I need to ensure the factory is running and its productivity is getting up. So there was a need. So because of this country started going. When it comes to India, now we are adopting the technologies. Because we have more human power. So now we became number one in population. We have beat China and everything. So we have more human power and more human labor. We are ensuring the things are being done. So that is the reason why what people are thinking, okay, if you are putting robotics, if you instead of putting a robot an initial investment cost, government is telling okay fine, you give more jobs to the employees, more job and create employees and everything. But now this trend is changing because as more people have gone and the money rotation everything is being done, we need production immediately and the quality of production needs to be maintained over here. So now we are putting up industry 4.0s. From 3.0 we are moving to industry 4.0 and industry 5.0 will be going to be in parallel.
Okay.
Once the industry 5.0 comes into the picture, then there will be going to be a complete and a massive disruption in the customized product development.
Okay.
So there the robotics, which has a AI and ML as a part of the robotics and IoT everything will be together, working together, and it will going to completely disrupt the manufacturing, the way you think about manufacturing.
As you said, Industrial 5.0 as per the EU standards, so they have said that human interference, renewable energy, and even the climatic conditions, environment, everything should be taken into the consideration hand in hand along with the growing digital technology. Whether it will be a good thing for the robotics or vice versa.
See, there have been working conditions and standards is different and operating things is different. So what's happening over here is like when we say industry 5.0, it's customized product development.
Okay.
So when we say customized product development, the companies which is currently in put up, they have put up traditional setup like conveyor belts, line chain. So they make the same product in a mass quantity. But when I say customized product development, I want that particular product will be of limited, 15 pieces, 1 piece, 10 piece. So these big companies, they cannot immediately adapt to this particular change.
Okay.
So that is the reason industry 4.0 and industry 5.0 will be parallelly existing.
Okay.
So it will not be, industry 4.0 is also reached the top level. Industry 5.0, what it is telling, okay fine, we will develop the customized products. So we will be having less human interventions and more robot intervention.
Okay.
So the human will be able to give and control. That is what we call as collaborative robots.
Okay.
You both will work hand together, and to be more precise, all the colleges, which they call it right now as incubation center,
Okay.
tomorrow they will turn up into
Okay.
model industry 5.0 because they have everything to prototype. They have laser cutting machines, they have CNC machines, they have 5-axis milling machines, they have almost all the machines. So every college can become a product development. So we don't need to go for industries now. The production can start from here. So this particular thing, awareness is not completely clear. People think industry 4.0 itself we reach complete technology top development stacks. Big industries will not come to industry 5.0 because their customers are huge volume customers.
Okay.
But here is specific customers in your village, nearby your village, who is there, they will only order. Like how we will go back to the previous era, where if I want something, I will ask to my nearby person, he will get it up. So likewise, the system and everything is going to be within the local, locally made, locally sold. It's how it's going to be coming up.
In olden days, engineering was a very valuable course. In the present times, so whoever is writing the entrance test, especially in South India, is becoming an engineer. And unfortunately, the unemployment rate is also more in among the engineers. This is the other side of the story. What do you think IEEE can cover this particular gap? How it is working on it?
See, IEEE is basically a non-profit organization which ensures that we are giving some right skills for the students and all the professionals who has passed out and industry people who are working up. For enhancing their skills, we are conducting many programs.
Okay.
So they can, this is how we ensure, and we also have tie-up with certain industries, certain government organizations, government bodies, to ensure that the skill is being reached to the last mile. That's how we got established in almost tier 1, tier 2 colleges and everything. So they need to come back and they need to learn. That's one point. So the current ongoing students, who when you say that employment, these things, they need to see 5 years before.
Okay.
That is the future they should see. Like in the 5 years, after 5 years, what I am going to be. So based on that, they should also start learning the technology. That is what IEEE is providing in terms of various seminars, events, conferences, skill sharing, networking, platforms, mentorships, and then so much things we are doing. And now as per with RAS, I am right now putting up with many government organizations, including we are speaking with the MSMEs, And we already spoke with some people in Telangana government like T-Works and T-Hub to ensure that our event and our courses are getting more certified so that they are readily employable into the industries.
Okay.
So this is my personal interest as a chairman for Robotics and Artificial Society of Hyderabad section.
Okay, so what is the support you are getting from Telangana government in this regard?
See, both the governments, like both Telangana government and the government of India and everybody, they are keen towards developing the technology.
Okay.
They understood the necessity that the economy depends upon development of manufacturing locally.
Okay.
That's why when I said Industry 5.0, it should start from, it's already, all colleges are having the almost 65% of infrastructure. Now both the governments has put up so much of schemes, the startup schemes which is being supported. So here in T-Works we are getting India's largest prototyping center,
Okay.
world's second largest prototyping center, which is in Telangana.
Okay.
So last month, October 15, that is during the Abdul Kalam sir's 92nd birthday, we conducted a massive hackathon. 5 days of hackathon which we did up. It was so successful, many college students have participated, and government gave completely free.
Okay.
All the machineries which used to be used, equipment which used to be used, there was no rent, nothing they charged us. So they were happy to support in all the way to ensure the right quality of engineers are getting it up and done. And government is funding also many events.
Okay.
So next event which is coming up like a Maker Fair, Byte Bending Championship. So many events government is funding. But the thing is like awareness needs to be more reached. That's where IEEE is helping them to ensure that it is reaching to all the students and the communities, repeatedly following it up and all. So we in the Telangana government is very, very supportive with respect to this thing, because the policy is very clear.
That's very good to hear. And when you're so much concentrating on in the Industrial Revolution 5.0, main thing what we are hearing is artificial intelligence nowadays. And you are the expertise in robotics. How these two things are going hand in hand, sir?
Okay, so when we say robotics and when we say AI, people actually think like AI is different part. Actually, AI is part of the robot.
Yes.
So it's a part of the robots. If I'm thinking, the robot needs to think.
Yes.
So naturally, it uses the AI algorithm to think, and it uses motors and everything to move, and it uses sensors to sense the environment around and make a decision making. So AI is a part of the robotics. It is not a separate field when it comes to the robotics.
So have you heard these names, Lisa, Soundarya, Maya?
I have heard. Lisa,
Yeah.
I have heard.
Yeah, these are all the AI news readers. Means artificial intelligence future of my job. So can I say in a humorous language, your job is killing my job?
We should say in other words, we are easing your job so
Okay.
that you spend more quality of time in the content,
Okay.
in the content development. You get the right content, your work is getting reduced, and you get more work-life balance. You can spend your family time so that you psychologically recover, and that will actually increase the productivity of your work.
Okay.
This is an aid tool. This is not a replacement.
Okay.
People are thinking this as a replacement. For example, previously we used Grammarly. Nowadays we are using Grammarly. Previously they think that we need a grammar teacher to correct all the papers and publications, whatever we are doing. But now if you take an email, everything is auto-corrected, putting it up. So that is a tool.
Okay.
So we cannot replace the people. The people should adapt to the new tools and make their job more happier. That is why we want to ensure the humanity. You should feel a human being. You are supposed to enjoy this life.
Okay.
We should not get more complicated and stressed up.
Yeah, I am recollecting those days in 1980s. I hear the news that when computer was launching, there was huge rallies went out against the computers because unemployment will be increasing. But now we cannot imagine India without information technology,
Yes.
especially Hyderabad. So is it ensured that AI also will be in the same pattern?
The AI algorithm will definitely evolve more stronger than what you are seeing now.
Okay.
It's going to be very much evolved. We should be in a mindset to take control of it. We should not think that it's going to take control of us. We should be in a mindset that is in each of our jobs, whatever we are doing, we should use all the AI tools together, and we should increase our productivity. and we should spend some time. So definitely AI will take control, and people may see that it's killing some jobs, but that is the reason there are some skill upgradation programs is going on. So people should also come into a mindset, yes, I need to keep on upgrading with the current trend. So what they are in current mindset, okay, I studied engineering, I studied my degree course, with that my life is settled. Throughout the things will not. So they need to understand every 2 years or every 3 years technology is getting upgraded, and they should also get upgraded to use those technologies, because the human experience is more important. Even though it may be an AI, it's a judgmental, but the human experience will have emotional intuition and everything. So AI is just an additive tool. That's it.
Okay. So let's take a break from this particular pattern, and we would like to know more about you personally, your education, your background, and your career prospect.
I completed my bachelor's in electronics and communication engineering in 2008 from Jerusalem Engineering College. It's in Chennai.
Okay.
Then I finished my M.Tech in embedded system technologies, because I was very clean that I wanted to do only robotics. I want to develop humanoids. I want to develop. So my path was very clear. So I said, okay, if I want to do it, then I should learn how to program codes and do the controllers. So I took embedded systems technologies in Tech Engineering College. And there, after finishing there, I worked there for 6 months.
Okay.
And then I was applying for a doctorate, for this PhD.
Okay.
So in 2010 I finished it up, and then I applied. Then 2012 I got into January. I got into PhD of Manna University full time under Dr. L. Karnamurthy sir. He is my professor. He is a supervisor, and he retired as a registrar of Anna University main campus Chennai. Then in 2016 I completed my successfully defended my thesis on inverse kinematics for humanoid robotic arm. So I developed an autonomous learning algorithm for an 8 degree of freedom humanoid robotic arm, which was able to calculate on that. And then I visited 2 countries, and I gave some lectures in Germany, and then I gave a lecture in UK, where I attended a conference, and I was a keynote speaker for that particular conference.
Okay.
So this is how my robotics life gone. So I am passionate about what I am doing. So that is what pulled me up until this point of coming, because I'm passionate enough, and people understood, okay, he is really interested, and what he is doing is the commitments he is getting it up. So I luckily got to be a chairperson for IEEE Robotics and Autonomous Society, because they understood, yes, I will be a valuable asset to ensure that that IEEE's motive, and then we are in India, like we are in Hyderabad section. We need to ensure that the local is getting aid. So the technology should reach the last mile. So I need to ensure that everybody, all the colleges and students who are responsible, they are trying to reach it up. So that is my first goal, to like make a complete model of, yes, we need to ensure we are developing more skilled employees. Now, more than saying employees, skilled startups. That is going to be the future now. Startups are going to be irresistible, and they will use lots of AI tools, they will use lots of robotics, and lots of new technologies is going to come. So that is where my next focus on. So I am working with my MSMEs and then T-Works and other things to ensure and support for startups, outings. So currently I have guided 2 startups, and both got funds from the central government. One is from MAITI scheme, and one is through an MSME innovation scheme, and we are still applying for some students. So at the end of the day, you need to produce something, not only as an employable person, as a product which can be sold, rather than producing this thing, and that should be reached in the top.
Can you brief us about your startup, sir?
So we have 2 product segments. So one is a food delivery robot, which was funded by MAITI. And another product is a wheelchair with robotic arm, that we received grant from MSME innovation scheme. So the first one is actually we want to deliver the foods for the hospital patients and everybody. So that during the COVID time, whatever has happened, so we understood the need, and if anything comes like that in the future, we should be prepared in upfront. So right now, initially we are testing up with hotels and everything. So we already put it up once, and again we are doing a reinvention of the R&D.
Okay.
Yeah, so again we are updating. So in another 6 to 8 months, it will be commercialized.
Okay.
So this is one product. And the wheelchair, we just got some 7 months before. So we are still under the R&D. We have finished the basic of wheelchair parts. And this is going to be a different wheelchair.
Okay.
This will again be put up in the hospitals and elderly cares and these things.
Okay.
So the wheelchair will be having a robotic arm.
Okay.
Apart from the wheelchair, so that it can able to bring items, pick and place, and then we can put it up.
Okay. And recently I have even heard that through artificial intelligence and robotics, artificial human limbs are also being produced. In future, to what extent it can go? Can this particular, even hearts and brains also can be replaced? Can you imagine that particular word?
Stem cells and all these things are trying to work out together in the perspective. And definitely technology will create an organs, but it can support up to certain point of time in the life. But we will be going to a part where we can make to ensure that such the functionality of the human organs are being met.
But that's really great.
Functionality of the human organs needs to be met. That is what the next.
Your wheelchair startup is also actually very great to hear, to imagine. Even human artificial limbs also, it's very great to hear. But when it comes to going beyond level, it sounds scary. You got it. And in your introduction, you said that you have been to European countries also.
Yes.
How was IEEE functionality over there and over here?
See, IEEE, I went for an IEEE event only. So it's quite obvious. So they are functioning very good. They gave the platform for us to go and interact. So naturally, everybody is working very good. So here also is very good because, like, see, the count is very less. For the population is very less.
Yes.
And the amount of people who are coming into engineering and all those things are also very less. They move more towards arts, political sciences, literatures. Their perspective is different. So, and some people will move towards hardcore engineering. For example, you take Germany, they are complete hardcore engineers. Italy, they are all hardcore engineers. So they have more advanced robotics technology. They is similar to Japan. They try to. That is the reason they called us.
Okay.
To come and showcase and innovate their things and attend the workshops and learn from them. So they are giving the platform.
That's very
so IEEE is a global platform. So we create the platform throughout the globe. It is not like here it is different, there it is different.
Okay.
Everywhere we create opportunities to people to network.
Very great to hear, sir. And if anyone wants to become like you, like chairman of IEEE in particular wing or into a national level or international level, what is the advice or suggestion what you are going to give to the students now?
See, there are two things. One is like people will say you need to have leadership quality. It's not only leadership quality, you should have a vision.
Yes.
The vision should be very clear and you should be willing to work for a vision even if everybody fails.
Okay.
That is the most important thing. And your vision should be aligned with the organization themes.
Okay.
Your vision, for example, I need to ensure that the last mile technology is getting reached. So students should ensure that his vision and the organization vision are together. You should understand what is the motive of IEEE and everything. And you should work for that. You should clearly define what is going to be for the next 5 to 10 years. Then what will be my contribution if I am a chairperson?
What generally what the experts say is American colleges or the Western colleges are basically the research centers, be it in any field, whether it is in engineering or medicine, any university. Even most of the Nobel laureates are also from the Western countries. So they are from basically they will be university professors and all that. But that particular thing is somewhat very less in India. College and the research centers are to some extent bifurcated. Do you think this is going to overcome?
Yeah, this will be overcome because like previously the communication gap was there too much. And the number of events which is conducted by the government to ensure such kind of things that they were not able to find the right partners to implement this thing. Government understood that's a problem. The research and the industry, they need to work hand in glove.
Okay.
So now they are putting so much of things. Now they are telling incubation centers, and then they are bringing up the researchers. They are bringing up the industry. They are giving funds. So when you want to do something, when you want help, again you go to the nearby country. I mean, company which is already doing it up, or who has done such kind of products to them. You work with that. So the professional networkism is now started.
Okay.
In another 5 years, no need for too much time. In
Okay.
5 years itself, it will be getting established. And in 10 years from now, if I'm not wrong, almost 30 to 40% of the professors will have some industry projects. So we will be moving towards what do the European people, how they do. Professor he will have his teaching load, he will have research load, and then industry load. So likewise it will become in the future. In another 10 years we will reach that point for sure. In 5 years almost 10 to 20% of the major colleges will achieve, and that will become the role model and will be reaching to everybody.
That's
So
great.
the gap will become definitely bridged up.
Great to hear. Finally, what is the best suggestions that you give to students, young aspirants, and young entrepreneurs? Should an engineer see his education and entrepreneurship differently, or he can see? Like, because you are an entrepreneur also, and you are a chairman of IEEE also.
Yeah, and I'm a professor in Gokuraj Rangaraj Engineering College.
Yeah, so you are taking everything hand in hand.
Yes.
So in that way, what is the best suggestion you can give to the students?
See, they should start right from the day they step into college or in the schools, whatever they feel. So your degree is just to support you and recognize you. What you are is more important. So you wanted to become a person who wants to work along with and become an entrepreneur. You just start off from the day. We are helping and supporting students also. We are helping and supporting college students, intermediate, everybody we are supporting. You should be very, very clear, supportive. You should even if you feel that I will fail, there's a chances of failure. The light bulb was not done in the first attempt.
Okay.
Rafale aircraft was not done in the first attempt. And then many things, life, you will not get it in the first attempt. So you should be very strong and perseverance. You should not get demotivated by failures. Overcome the failure. Think each failure as an opportunity where you have learned it. Learn from others' mistake. No need for you to say, okay, we should learn from others' mistake. We should be positive. This world is for you to enjoy. And you are here to enjoy your life with growth and commitments. Once you have that attitude, everything will fall into your place.
These are golden words I have heard from you, sir. And one of the best words I have heard from anybody till now.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir. And your final opinion on TechView program?
This program is really good. I am so happy that you are trying to bring back all this old technologies and then putting it up to the students and the viewers and educating them. There are certain opportunities which is available and giving them this particular thing, and lots of people have worked out in the background to ensure that this kind of event has been placed up.
Definitely.
And I hear that you have introduced many more prestigious people and you're still having the pipeline of putting it up.
Yes, sir.
And this is more important. So having the technology is not important. Reaching the technology is the last mile.
Yes, sir.
And that you have served as a big platform to ensure that that is being done. And so I'm really so happy to be a part of this particular event with you and with your teams. And I'm sure that you will do more and more events and ensure that things are moving up.
Great to hear, sir. Great to hear. Thank you very much. And I'm really very fortunate to interview you.
Thank you.
And when you reach the next mile, I'm looking forward to interview you once again.
Thank you. Definitely that will happen soon.
Thank you very much, sir. So this is TechView with Dr. Sudarshan Jayapal. Stay tuned to CVR News.